Hello there, it's Karen Holland back from Think Bespoke. So you've updated your LinkedIn profile and now you're ready to move into active job search. So there's some really important things I want to show you that are resources on your LinkedIn experience. Now, some of the things, I do have a premium account, so you may or may not be limited depending on whether you have a premium account or not. I do think there's a lot you can do with a free account. And if LinkedIn Learning is particularly appealing to you, you can access that through your local library membership. So Melbourne City Libraries and Eastern Regional Libraries have that available. So I've clicked on the jobs tab above. Now what I want to bring to your attention is saved jobs that you might have saved previously, job alerts that you can set up. They're probably the two most important things in regards to the LinkedIn resources. There is also salary and skills assessment information, not as important. The interview prep feature is very interesting, so click in and have a look. Resume builder, I'm not particularly keen on. I do recommend that you write a master resume and tailor it to each experience. If you've got a really well-written profile, if we've helped you write it, you can adapt versions of your LinkedIn profile to your resume. However, they are quite a different document. So depending on what features you have access to, make sure you click into all of these here. And I've got recent job searches, and how I set that up was like so. So I put in head of marketing, so I can just type that in here for you. Head of marketing roles, I haven't specified the city. So this is an example of the different roles that are, so it's 826 results of roles currently available. You can apply filters here. And once you apply those filters, depending on what's relevant for you and what filters you have available, you can then set that up as a job alert. And that means that will either be emailed to you or you'll get a notification about that based on your frequency. So have a look at the jobs tab as I've just shown to you. I'll click back in there. So have a look at the jobs tab, take some time to look at the resources available here, set up some job alerts. And really what you should be doing is networking for job search. So you should be looking at who's recruiting in that space and reaching out to them. There are lots of jobs that are secured before people put them out to tender or put them out as hiring roles on LinkedIn. Now, the other thing I want you to consider when you are in active job search is to clean up your news feed. So please let me explain. So if I really like Stephanie's updates, but if I didn't, I could choose to unfollow Stephanie. So you can do that with your current connections. The other way to do a big sweeping cleanup is to have a look at the promoted posts that have coming through and improve your feed. Now, I do find that different people have different visibility when you go in here, but what's important is that you're trying to manage your network and you're trying to have a look at the pages that you are following. So for example, if I didn't want to follow some of these pages, I could click off unfollow. If I wanted to see which connections I was following, I could click in there and see the connections that I'm following. Now, let's use it as an example. If you've got some target organizations you'd like to work for, let's put in Telstra as an example. Maybe I wanted to work at Telstra. If I wanted to follow that organization, I would click here, go in, and they would have their jobs listed, no doubt. So I could follow Telstra. And what's interesting about when you follow their company page is that similar organisations will be recommended to you. So that's an opportunity for you then to follow them. And what you want to keep an eye on is the jobs that are listed there. You also want to have a look at the people. So you can see the different jobs that are being advertised at the moment. You also want to have a look at the people who are there, so some of the key decision makers. And importantly, you want to understand your connections who work here, and you want to reach out to them off LinkedIn. If there's particular jobs that particular organisation is hiring for, you might like to reach out to them and say, look, do you know this person? Do you know the hiring manager? What can you tell me about this role? So there's lots of information on the company pages. You should be following them to help you build up an understanding of what the opportunities are, who the hiring managers are, and you can similarly look up recruiters who specialize in that space. So you could do a search under recruiters in a particular area, in a particular industry, and follow those recruiters or send invitations out to those recruiters. So I hope that's been helpful. If you want any more detailed training on LinkedIn for job search and networking for your next opportunity, please do reach out for a booking for a virtual consult with me.